Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and I'm standing inside the bar that I bought almost a year ago now, and we planned to have open a very, very long time ago, and it's still not open, as you can see, if you could take a guess. We are not quite serving people. So we've run into a few setbacks and quite a few things that maybe in hindsight I wouldn't have done, and we'll talk about those and what's holding us up and what our plans are for this bar. Of course, check out investformore.com for much more information on flips, rentals, other investments, and we have a free book on there too as well if you sign up for our email list. So that's a great resource for how I got started in real estate. And then we love the likes and comments. So let's take a look at the bar and what happened. So the bar has been an ongoing story of fun and excitement and frustration. And it's still really cool, but it definitely has not gone how we hoped it would go. So when we bought it, it was a functioning bar, had a drop ceiling, lots of wood paneling. Your actual bar, top was right here, but they had shut down during COVID, right at the very beginning, and put the bar up for sale. So we bought it at a very good price, low 100s. I don't even remember what we paid for it right now, with the idea of either turning it into investment property or running a bar ourselves. And we decided, hey, let's do something fun. Let's try to run the bar. So we had gutted it, took off the wood paneling, found this amazing brick behind it. This used to be a gas station at one time. Saw the really cool windows and doors that were here from before. So pretty neat property. Took out the drop ceiling and found the ceiling up here not in horrible shape. Pretty good for being a 100-year-old building. And then we thought, okay, what's the best way to configure this bar since we've done all this and we're going to redo it? And along the way, we pulled permits and working with Safebuilt for the permits on this property. And after having it opened and gutted, my contractor and I said, hey, what if we move the bar from over here to kind of in this area back here along the back, so we'd have much more room, much more seating, and hopefully just kind of a little, more usable space. And so I thought, okay, that's a great idea. So started kind of working on that a little bit. And then, okay, we need to tell the town, need to tell Safebuilt our changes in plan. So we submitted that request 6 weeks ago, at least, maybe longer. And it took them 5 weeks to respond to us and say, hey, we saw your plans, we saw the changes. We now want an engineer or an architect brought in to do that. So if I would have left the bar in the same spot and not made major changes, we probably could have avoided that. And so you kind of live and learn in these things. I don't know how many more bars I'll be opening up in my lifetime, but next time I'll learn about that in the process. This used to be a bathroom right here. And so we just literally met the architect 5 minutes ago. Spent some time here going over everything, talking to him about what we have to do, not do. So there's some good news, some bad news. The good news is structurally everything looks good. The brick's in decent shape. The ceiling and roof seem to be fine. No real supporting walls in our way. The bad news is the plumbing. So they had 2-inch drain lines running to the bar in most of this place, and you need 3-inch by code. And so we have more drain lines back here, but those are 2-inch too. And so our plumber had told this to us as well, but the architect said we have to get a plumbing engineer in here to design new plans and figure that out. And maybe they'll be able to save those lines as 2-inch and figure it out, maybe not. So that's a big one. And the other big thing is the electrical. Some of the electrical has changed more than we planned for. So have to get a plan for that. And the bathroom. So these are obviously not ADA compliant bathrooms. And the architect thought the town and Safebuilt would want ADA compliant. So we could bring that whole bathroom out here and be ADA compliant, but then we'd only have one bathroom. And so the issue is, do you want one bathroom, or will they let us have one bathroom, a unisex bathroom, in a bar? Or are we going to have to figure out some way to add another bathroom somewhere where there is literally no space, or you cut a hole in the brick, which is structural, Could bring in a whole lot of issues. We have this space back here. You could possibly add a bathroom, but we're going to put a cooler back here and have storage back here, so that would really mess up that plan. So the plan right now is getting information to the architect. He's going to talk to the engineer, and then we'll come up with some kind of plan after they talk to Safebuilt to see what all we'll have to have done or not done. And so the architect, engineer probably will cost us another $5,000 to $10,000 on top of what we're spending here to have all of those plans and everything done. But besides that, it's not just the plans and cost and money. We'll be waiting for the town and Safebuilt to approve everything and figure that out and go back and forth. So who knows how much time it will take us to get all this done and settled as well. And we can't really work on anything until we have the final plans and have the permits approved and all of that too. So some good news, some bad news, but yeah, if I would have just kind of left the bar back here and not had the ideal perfect floor plan, we probably could have avoided a lot of costs, possibly been open already, and saved us a lot of money. So I always have that same idea when flipping houses too, of doing less is more, not making big floor plan changes, not moving things around, not taking on massive remodels, because you run into those same problems over and over again. And I guess I should have stuck to that mantra in doing a commercial bar, because it's amplified even more with commercial code and in inspections and building permits and architects and all of that. So we'll get through it. Eventually, someday, this place will be done, and hopefully we'll make a little bit of money on it, but it's getting much more expensive than we thought it would be. But it'll be much cooler than we thought it would be too, although cool usually doesn't pay, make up for a whole lot more money, but sometimes it might. So we still have, every time we come here, someone stops by asking us when it will be open, when they can come have a drink. So definitely high demand for the area. It's kind of a historic bar in the area. So love to get it open and see how it does once we get through all of these hurdles and roadblocks. All right, thanks for watching. Really appreciate your support, your likes, your comments, your shares, all of that. Let us know what you think of the bar. And of course, check out investformore.com for much more information on flips, rentals, being an agent, and all that great stuff. Our 9 books on Amazon. And of course, we'll have many more videos coming up here soon of our flips, rentals, other advice videos too. All right, take care.